Hello, fellow gardeners and growers and bird enthusiasts. My name is Emma and I am the Urban Botanist. In today's Lee Valley Tools video, I'm going to be showing you how to DIY your own birdseed wreath. I really love making my own birdseed wreaths because not only are they super easy to make, but chances are you have a lot of these ingredients at home. They're a fabulous way to add a nice little piece of decor, not only to your front or backyards, but it's also going to attract a whole lot of different birds to your space. Okay, let's get into what you're gonna need to make your own birdseed wreath. First, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have a bundt pan. Something like this is great because it has just a beautiful texture. You're going to really be able to make something that has depth, dimension, and is just going to look beautiful once it's finished. But if you don't have a bundt pan, you can use a circular pan. That is totally fine. Some of the other ingredients that you're going to need is, of course, birdseed. About 4 cups of birdseed for a pan that's this size. We're also going to need flour, warm water, corn syrup, gelatin, some mixed dried fruits, seeds, and some nonstick spray. Now, the dried fruit is totally optional. I have a variety of different large raisins, I have some cranberry, I even have some fun colored dried kiwi. I think that this is going to add a really beautiful pop of color that may, we'll see, attract different types of birds to my bird wreath. I have some other a variety of different dried fruits here that you would use for a fruit cake maybe. And then I have just a standard trail mix. This is all optional, but I really like adding these extra components, not only for the birds, but for the actual look of the wreath itself. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray this non-stick spray onto my pan. This is a really important first step. Do not forget to do this. This spray is going to make your life so much easier when you go to actually remove the wreath from the pan. Okay, now we can place this off to the side and grab yourself a large mixing bowl and ideally a wooden spoon. Now we're going to just start mixing all of these components together. You want to have a nice big bowl so that you can really add all of those ingredients and not feel like anything's spilling over. So I'm going to be using 2.5 teaspoons of gelatin, but if you've got packaged gelatin at home, 1 package is all you need. Next, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of warm water. Stir that up to really allow the gelatin to get mixed in with that warm water. Then what we're going to add next is our corn syrup. You're going to want to add 3 tablespoons of corn syrup to your water gelatin mix. Mix those 3 ingredients really nicely together. Next, we're going to add 3/4 cup of white flour. You really want to mix all of these ingredients really nicely together. It's going to basically make a paste. And what this has done is it's created essentially our binding agent, what's gonna really keep all of our fruits and seeds really nicely binded together. So it almost makes like a pancake mix, and this is exactly what you wanna see. You can see it's really sticky, and that's exactly what you want. A good wild bird seed mix is really going to attract a variety of species of birds, which is exactly what you want in your backyard, right? You want to see those cardinals, you want to see those black-capped chickadees, mourning doves, finches, and everything in between. So a really good premium, high-quality birdseed mix is going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and start adding 4 cups of birdseed to our mixture. I'm going to mix this whole thing together, really creating this delicious birdseed pie. And you can really start to see it take shape. And we're gonna then add this to our bundt pan. It's super, super sticky, but just do a really good job of kneading that birdseed into your flour mixture so that you don't have any loose seeds sort of getting stuck to the side or to the bottom. This is why having a wooden spoon really comes in handy. You wanna make sure you have a good stirring utensil, because a rubber spatula or something that's a little bit more flimsy, don't use a whisk. You really want to use a wooden spoon. It's going to be your best tool for stirring this really sticky mixture together. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to put this off to the side now and prepare my bundt pan. So we've got our sprayed bundt pan here, ready to go. What I'm gonna do before I start adding our birdseed mixture to the pan is I'm going to fill it with some of these other fun, decorative and delicious treats for our birds. So I'm gonna try and fill in some of these little rivets that are in my bundt pan. You can kind of make any sort of design that you like. It's really for aesthetic reasons, but also adding these dried pieces of fruit are going to attract those fruit-loving birds. These larger nuts are going to maybe attract a different variety of bird that potentially has a larger beak. So I really like adding a variety of different components to my birdseed wreaths because it just means that you're going to attract a larger variety of different birds. Now, because this is a no-bake craft, you do want to make sure that you have all of your ingredients ready to go pretty quickly, because the longer that this mixture sits, the quicker it's going to actually start to solidify. So make sure that you have all of your ingredients out and ready to rock and roll so that this doesn't end up getting all hard inside of your mixing bowl. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start adding my fun little fruits. So I'm going to add some cranberries. I'm going to sort of add them into these little divoted lines inside of my bundt pan. I think it's just gonna look really beautiful once I pop it out. And I know that the birds are definitely going to love these cranberries. I'm going to add some of these dried fruits as well. This looks like it's a mixture of different dried cherries, mangoes, strawberries. Now I'm gonna add just, I'm kind of feeling like sprinkling a little bit of my trail mix. This is again optional, totally optional, but I'll be excited to see how this actually looks when I pop it out. So I'm gonna add some of these elements. There's some cashews in there, some peanuts, some almonds. I really wanna get these kiwis in here. These dried kiwi slices are so pretty. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start filling up my bundt pan with the birdseed flour gelatin mixture. So I'm just gonna fill it in. I'm gonna add every last bit of our birdseed mixture. So I'm really just pressing that bird mixture into all of the sides of the bundt pan because I really want it to have that beautiful shape. And I'm also making sure that the top of the wreath, or this part here, is nice and flat. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now, like I mentioned, this is a no-bake craft, so you're just going to leave this and let it sit for 24 hours, and then once it's nice and hardened, you'll be able to flip it over on its side and pull out your new wreath. One other ingredient that you're going to want to pick up is a nice piece of ribbon. I have sort of this nice soft rope, and what you're going to want to end up using this for is for actually tying around your wreath to hang in a tree in your yard. I am so excited to see the variety of birds that this attracts to my backyard. Like truly, I think with just the different variety of seeds and nuts and dried fruit that I have in here, that I'm really gonna end up seeing a nice variety of species that will come to my yard that maybe weren't before. It's a fun way to add just a different type of food to your backyard. No matter what time of year, this works really well. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you try something new. That's what we love to do here at Lee Valley Tools, is to inspire you to try something new, engage with the outdoors, engage with the beautiful natural world around you. If you do end up making your own DIY birdseed wreath, please tag us. Let us know. Let us know in the comments below too if you've made one of these before and how successful your backyard became with birds. We will see you in the next video. Again, my name is Emma. Thanks for watching.